Hello students, how are you all? As we all know that in our previous videos, we were doing 4 marks questions, okay? And that is in the writing skills. And today we will continue the same series and we will start invitation. As you all know students, invitation is just not a new thing for you all. As you would have seen in your homes that whether you get some kind of invitations from your relatives, from your friends, okay, like the invitation of marriages or the housewarming or आप और भी जैसे काफ़ी सारे बोल सकते हो, जैसे कि किसी के घर का मुहूर्त है या फिर किसी के घर में जिलवा पूजन है या फिर कई इनोग्रेशंस हैं, तो आप लोग देखते हो कि यू विल गेट अ इन्विटेशन. And you would have, when I was telling about the invitation, there is a type of scenario developed in your mind that maybe Krishna ma'am is talking about the invitation that is in form of a card. But students, it is also in a form of mandatory, that is, it is written in hand also, handwritings also, okay. So today we will start invitations, okay. Invitations, as you all know that I don't need any other prescriptions for that. Today we will describe what are invitations and its type. Usually बेटा invitations जिन्हें हम लोग cards के रूप में देखते हैं, most probably हम लोग इन्हें ही invitation मानते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आपके घर में कोई invitation आता है तो आप most probably you get ready for that, you recognize the date, you recognize the time, you recognize the place. That means these plays a very crucial role in card making when you are preparing for the card that is an invitation. Okay beta, and usually we are talking about the invitation that are of two types. First one is the formal invitation and second one is informal invitation. When you listen about formal and informal, you just struck something that is pastly you would have heard about the formal letters or informal letters. You know that formally, that means when you are writing to an organization, formally you are doing a formality that is in form of a card or it can be in a letter form also. And the other one is informal, like you just write how you write the informal things like in as a same as what we write in letter writing, okay. And when you are writing a formal invitation, it is written in such the same sequence as what we write in formal letters. That means first of all you are going to write the sender's address, then after that you are going to write the date, then after that receiver's address, and very important crucial role that plays, that is the subject. Okay beta, I told you that usually you are very much familiar about the invitation which are in form of a card, okay. Now we will talk about the letter. And sometimes it's happened that maybe your father is a principal or he is in head of any organization, he is an IAS, IPS officer, and he gets an invitation that is in form of an email or something, and here it is written in, maybe it is typed or it is written in a form, and you will come to know that it is a personally written to that person. That means it is written in a letter form. So that means you can say that the invitation can be in draft or card form or it can be in letter form also. Let's move to another step. That is, whenever you get a letter, that means for example we say that here is an IPS HS Sinha. He has given the invitation, he was being invited in the school, IDDAV school, and he has given that letter or you can say the invitation. And due to some personal reason, he was not able to attend that. So what happens? So if he is not able to attend, so that means he is refusing that thing. So the letters, the cards which you have to imply in the form of reply also. That means if you are accepting, then also I am very honorable to be part of that function, and it's my heartily willing that to be part of that function. And when you are writing refusal, because you have to write the reason also over there. That means if अगर आप आ रहे हैं तो आपको heartily willingly thank करना चाहिए कि मैं सदा से चाहता था कि मैं ऐसे functions का part बनूं, बच्चों के साथ अपने जीवन की पुरानी यादों को या अपने बचपन को दोबारा से स्कूल में जिंदा रख सकूं, या फिर इस तरह की काफ़ी सारी बातों को आप अपने जहन में लाते हैं. उसी तरीके से बेटा refusal, that means कि you have given invitation Like we have taken an example of IPS officer, but due to some official reason, he was not able to go to that function. So he would not be able to accept that. In that case, you will write refusal. So how you will write? You will say that I was very willing to be part of that function, but due to some personal and official reason, I would not be able to come there. So what you are going to say over there? That my all best wishes are with your school staff members. Okay? So this is how the formal invitations when we are doing. So you will write the acceptance and refusal also. Now whenever we are writing our invitation, there is a format for that, Become. Usually, what all things, before moving to the format, I just wanted you to put a step back. That what all things we have to write. Okay, now let's think that what all things we must put in our mind before writing the invitation. Okay, first of all, we write in a single sentence. The whole invitation should be in single sentence. You are not going to put up a full stop or a comma over there. Okay, that means it must be in a single sentence. Okay, the second thing you must very much keep in your mind, like usually whenever you see in a marriage card, you would have seen better that everything is centralized. Everything is very much, and it is written in a box in a very attractive way. That means when anyone opens the card, the attraction develops over there. Okay, so it must be in center line. Okay, the third thing, you usually have to write in simple present tense. Okay, Become? Then written in box, and the word limit must not extend 50 words, maybe less than that, and must be written in third person. You would have heard about first person, second person, third person. So over here, you are going to write he, she, they. If she is a male, then you will write he. If she is a female, then you will write she. But if you think that here is male, that means we have taken an example of an IPS officer. Over there, what you are going to write? He will not be able to come. And if only he asks his wife to go over there, so she would be, instead of me, she is going to be part of that function. So over here, you are going to use she. And if both husband and wife, that means Mr. and Mrs. Sinha, both are wanting to be part of that function, so in that case, you are going to use they. Okay, beta? Okay, now let's move to the another part, that is the format. Okay, what all things you must keep in your mind when you are writing the format. Firstly, who invites? Like, who is IPS officer is the invitee. So what you are going to say over there, that Mr. and Mrs. Gupta wants to invite, या cordially invites, invitation for all और specified भी हो सकता है, आप सबको भी invite कर सकते हैं या specified भी है. On, अब आपको event लिखना है. Event क्या है? क्या वो एक organization का event है, या फिर क्या वो एक house warming event है, या फिर आप कह सकते हो कि कोई स्कूल में फंक्शन ऑर्गेनाइज हो रहा है, तो आपको उसके बारे में लिखना है. फिर आपको मेंशन करना है डेट क्या है, कौन सी डेट को ऑर्गेनाइज हो रहा है, टाइमिंग्स क्या रहेंगी, प्लेस कहाँ पे है, कहाँ है वेन्यू. और उसके बाद में बेटा जब आप इन सबको सेंट्रलाइज करते हो, इनको बिल्कुल सेंटर में लिखते हो. ओके बेटा, और उसके बाद में हम फिर से लेफ्ट साइड की तरफ टर्न कर जाते हैं जहाँ पे लिखा होता है RSVP. यूजुअली एक फ्रेंच उसके अंदर दिया गया है और आपको इसको रिस्पॉन्डेंट सेल वॉन्स प्लेट कहते हैं इसको बेटा. ओके, और ये एक फ्रेज है. और इसके नीचे बेटा एड्रेस, अगर ऑलरेडी एड्रेस ऊपर स्पेसिफाइड कर दिया गया है तो डोंट राइट अगेन एंड अगेन. वंस इट इज स्पेस तो इट्स ओके, एंड देन यू हैव टू क्लोज दिस. ओके, नाउ वी विल जस्ट टेक अ एग्जांपल फॉर दैट. ओके, here is an example. New Loharia Vidya Mandir Senior Secondary School wants to invite IPS HS Gupta as your school is organizing annual function. Okay beta, let's take an example for that. That is a formal invitation, that too in a form of a card. Okay beta, firstly when we get the format, अभी हमने जो किया format किया अभी हमने, उसके according हमने सबसे पहले क्या लिखा कि who is inviting. So who is inviting? The principal, staff and the students. Okay, they all are inviting. On what is the occasion? That is the annual function. Okay, and what you have to just फीड द थिंग्स, ओके। आपको ये चीजों को आपको लोग बिल्कुल याद रख लीजिए कि अगर एनुअल फंक्शन ऑर्गेनाइज हो रहा है तो सबसे पहले आपको ऑलरेडी ऊपर दिया होता है, और आप लोगों को बिल्कुल ध्यान में रखना है कि जो चीज आपको क्वेश्चन में फीड कर दी जाती है उनको आप बिल्कुल अपने जहन में बिल्कुल ध्यान से इन चीजों को ध्यान रखेंगे। जैसे कि द प्रिंसिपल, स्टाफ एंड स्टूडेंट्स, जब भी इस तरीके का आता है तो आप इस चीज को एज इट इज फीड कर सकते हैं बच्चे, ओके। उसके बाद में ऑफ आपको स्कूल का नाम दिया जाता है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, एसोसिएशन है, कोई भी है, आप उसको इसके अंदर दे सकते हैं। उसके बाद में इस लाइन को आप बिल्कुल अपने एज इट इज आप इसको डाल सकते हो, जैसे कि रिक्वेस्ट योर बेन प्रेजेंस ऑन द ऑस्पिशियस ओकेजन ऑफ, नो व्हाट इज द ऑस्पिशियस ओकेजन, दैट इज द एनुअल फंक्शन and of the school at 11 AM because you have to mention the time। अभी हमने फॉर्मेट में किया ना कि हमें पता होना चाहिए कि टाइम कहाँ है, उसके बाद में डेट क्या है, ये भी हमने फॉर्मेट किया, उसमें किया था बच्चे। उसके बाद में अगर कोई चीफ गेस्ट है तो हमारे चीफ गेस्ट है HS गुप्ता, और उसके बाद में RSVP रिस्पॉन्डिंगली, हमने पता है ये फ्रेंच फ्रेज है, और इसमें आप नीचे लिखेंगे द प्रिंसिपल, न्यू लाहौरिया विद्या मंदिर, स्कूल हिसार, और फिर आप अपने स्कूल का फोन नंबर दे सकते हैं। ठीक है बेटे, अब हम लोग एक और एग्जाम्पल करते हैं, और वो एग्जाम्पल रहेगा इनफॉर्मल इन्विटेशन। ओके, स्टार्ट। हियर इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ इनफॉर्मल इन्विटेशन। Okay beta, now we will just link with the previous example which we have done in a card form, okay. Now I will just write it in a informal way, okay. That means you are just asking your nearby relative, friends, and you wanted earlier he has just told you about ki like Masi, auntie, didi, I just wanted to see your school. So what that you know that your school is organizing annual function, that means you are having a very good opportunity to take your relative to the school and let them have the very important word which we have also done in our previous classes. We have done in a thing of beauty, joy forever, and you can say what is that word. Can you find out? That is grandeur. Okay. Okay, here firstly you have to mention the address over there, then dear Seema, then you will write over here dear, as you have just mentioned that you are aunt, so you can use over here. You always wants to see my school, okay. Here is she's talking about the desire, she's writing in a letter form, that is here is an occasion where you can see it on its grandeur, यानी कि पूरे अगर आप उसे पूरे उसमें देखना चाहते हैं, शान शौकत के अंदर पूरे मैग्निफिसेंट वे में देखना चाहते हैं, come and join us for annual function in our previous which we have run in a card form. So you can mention the same thing over here, that is this is a date, this is a timing, IPS Mr. HS Gupta is the chief guest, do bring along auntie, uncle and little Anu, your aunt, whatever you can just mention over there. And one more thing beta, always keep in your mind, अगर आपके लेटर राइट, अगर आपका इन्विटेशंस दिया जाता है, अगर इन केस अगर आपको उसके अंदर मेंशन नहीं किया होता, नेम मेंशन नहीं है, तो यू जस्ट कांट लीव इट ब्लैंक, यू हैव टू फीड दैट। ओके बेटा, इस तरीके से हमने इन्विटेशन की इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स को कवर करने की कोशिश की गई है। ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड हैव ए नाइस डे।